Let's do this!
This is Billy. Billy likes to support local businesses. Closing up early today, Butch?
No, closing for good. Just can't compete with these big box corporations anymore.
This is tyranny!
By supporting big business, you are neglecting your own community and essentially supporting tyranny. So help us give tyranny the middle finger and shop locally today. Now back to the show. That kind of brings us right into the convoy thing.
The convoy.
Man, there's so much going on with that, and it's crazy how all this stuff ties together.
Yes.
You know?
The reason it's been going on is to, send a message that the people themselves are against these mandates. And, the people themselves, they don't have the power to make an effect like that on government or anything else like that. But truckers do.
And the people do too if they knew what to do. And the thing about the truckers is the trucks gave them the advantage. They can't even tow them out.
Nope.
You put that truck in lock, it's not going anywhere.
Now, there's been good things and bad things going on up there about the convoy and about it all being in Ottawa right now.
And here's the thing is that these governors and whatever are
Prime
gonna
ministers and
they're gonna back down a little bit. But it's one of those 3 steps forward, 2 steps back or whatever type thing,
Right.
Somebody said that type of thing earlier too. But it totally makes sense.
Right.
Because they push it to the limit.
Yeah.
To see how far they can go. And then the public freaks out and they're like, okay, we'll go back.
We'll go back.
And this creates the whole, frog in the pot of cold water that's getting ready to boil. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's that whole type of thing because then the public backs off, eases off the government because the government eased off. So the point that I'm trying to make here is that we can't stop.
Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. We didn't pass it on to our children in the bloodstream. The only way they can inherit the freedom we have known is if we fight for it, protect it, defend it, and then hand it to them with the well-taught lessons of how they in their lifetime must do the same. And if you and I don't do this, then you and I may well spend our sunset years telling our children and our children's children what it once was like in America when men were free.
No, we have to keep.
It can't stop with the convoy.
No, we have to. And I've heard that there's going to be a U.S. convoy marching, or not marching, but driving all the way to Washington, D.C. in protest.
Well, and the Americans are involved in it
mandates.
now, too. It leaked over to the American side.
Yeah. Right now, the
all that stuff
Canadians
happening on
have
the border of Montana?
The number 1 bridge linking Detroit, Michigan, and Canada. Mm-hmm. They have that all blocked off, so nothing's getting through.
Yep. Well, and there was the same kind of thing going on in Montana.
Right.
At the border. So it's all very interesting, you guys.
It is. There's been a lot of support from the people all around the city of Ottawa and all around the Canadian country to come out in support of these truckers. They bring them food, they bring them fuel. And speaking of fuel, the police confiscated some fuel.
Yep, I heard about that.
From the truckers. But it's all right, though. They gave it back. However, and here's the twist. When they gave it back, it was tainted. That means it was causing engines to seize and just lock up. So if they can't run their engines, they can't stay warm, and then they have to leave their truck.
Yep. And you know what? That was I feel like that was kind of their response to what the citizens did when they took the gas. And then not only did they confiscate the gas from the truckers, but people trying to bring gas in,
Right.
Their gas was getting confiscated and they were getting arrested.
Yes.
So what happened was then a bunch of people got together, like crowds of people filling up the streets. Everybody had a gas can. Some of them had gas. Some of them had water. one guy walked up to a police car and he goes, "You guys want Kool-Aid? I got some Kool-Aid. No? You don't want no Kool-Aid? All right."
There is, you know, a lot of people of color, shall we say, that were there in support of the protests that were from the United States. And they wanted to expressly let it be known that there is no racial energy here. There's none of that racism going on.
So speaking of that,
and that the lamestream media has gotten it wrong again.
yep.
So.
Did I send you that one? I know I sent it to some people, but I sent one around a little bit of Sydney Watson. Go to her channel, creatively named Sydney Watson. Okay. So, she brought that up and she showed this clip was from Rebel News.
Right.
And it was this Arab dude. Okay. And I'm not saying that to be racist or whatever, but full turban, perfectly wrapped black turban.
Oh, man.
And he walks up to the camera and he says something about mainstream media and everybody should know that this is not a racial or religious thing, that this isn't about white supremacy. We are united here and this is about freedom. And I was like, you tell him, man, with your turban. Like, rip their narrative apart and just throw it in the fire.
And tell our enemies that they may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom!
We've got ESG scores. We've got passports tracking where you're going.
Yeah.
How far you've gone, where you've been, what you did.
Yeah.
All of that. Yep. It's just tracking you everywhere. Now you got the ESG scores telling
everyone
how politically correct you are.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whether you're compliant with the government or not. And I'm sorry, I'll never be compliant with the government. Not gonna happen.
Nope.
Never.
If you made it this far, please hit the like button. It does help the channel. And while you're down there, subscribe and smack that bell to get notified every time we throw down a new video.